What? What? I'm pressed. It's the TVC Press Tour. Heavy Press.
Make that pistol pop. Shawty got a bad boy fetish. Shawty come over and get it.
Game over.
What up, though, YouTube? It's your boy Brillo. We back in the building as this press tour continues. Today, we talking Tulsa King, Season 2, Episode 6. And while this was probably the best episode of Season 2, the machine is ready. Let's just break this down. Now, Episode 6 had action throughout. A lot of different storylines playing itself out at the same time. The major storyline this episode was the sit down, right? The meetup between Kansas City, New York, and Dwight. So, but other players were happening at the same time. One was Tyson. Tyson got a chance to bond with his pops. They were doing, the plumbing work since the sit down was going to be in Atlanta. Tyson, was helping his pops out. Pop's truck wasn't working for whatever reason, so they used the Navigator, and Pops, of course, fell in love with the Navigator. And in a shocking maneuver, Tyson actually purchased his Navigator for his Pops, and his Pops took it, which I couldn't understand. I didn't think that he would, co-sign the life that Tyson has chose, but hey, that's the direction they chose to make. He took the Navigator. But even before that, a little bit of foreshadowing. Dwight tell him, keep your head on the swivel. They keep seeing this little white car following them, but Tyson seems to be on it. Now, along with that play, you got Dwight's daughter. She want to get a blicky now, right? She want a pistol, a pistola. She want to learn how to shoot. So, of course,
Dwight hired Mitch, of course, to teach his daughter how to shoot.
We all know where this is going. And we also got Armand and Thresher. We know Armand is in a complete blender, right? He runs into Bodie, sees Bodie's all beat up. We know why Bodie's beat up. And Bodie is pouting, talking about this is what happens when you get into business with Dwight. Like a straight sucker. Bodie being a sucker again because he caught a few scrapes at the little fight in episode 5 when they were trying to when Thresher sent goons to mess up the wind turbines. So Armand like, Dwight did this to you? You're like, no, this is what happened. They tried to tell him the story or whatever. So Armand runs back to Thresher like, man, I want out. Basically, I ain't gonna keep giving you information. And then he got pressed into the ground by Thresher. Thresher basically told him, you work for me, I own you. And now he in a complete blender. Those were the 3 storylines that were happening, all while this sit down was about to happen. Also, they got a new business going with the CBD. Of course, the white sister, had a great business plan for the CBD. Something that's actually legal that's going to benefit and make them more money. Now let's get down to the get down, right? This sit down that they have in Atlanta, and Dwight is at the table, right? So Chicky is at the airport with Vince. Keep in mind, Vince know how much of a sucker Chicky is. He know he eliminated his pops. Vince not really rocking with dude anyway. They at the airport on their way to Atlanta for the sit down, and Chicky gets held up at the metal detector because this bozo then kept his pistol in his boot. Get arrested in the whole 9. So Vince go through and they have the sit down. And at the sit down, hey, the White is basically pressing still. He's making a lot of sense. He's asking Bill, like, okay, do you have a piece of if Tulsa is yours? Do you have a piece of construction? Do you have a piece of garbage? Do you have anything in Tulsa? And Bill has nothing in Tulsa, of course. He also points out that he got sent there for no reason, and nobody basically cared until he started making money. So he's making a lot of good points, and surprisingly, they strike a deal. Bill gonna get 15%, and he gonna get bowls of the weed for $600 a pound. Depending on what type of weed that is, that's a good ticket. $600 a bowl. Nah, not 600. I think it was like 650. He got a good little price for the buzz. So I'm thinking like, okay. And Vince like, damn. So what New York get? New York, of course, they gonna got the Ozempic drug going. So Bill did take a little shot at New York. Like, man, we thought y'all was heavy press ever since Pop died. Like y'all lightweight. Like we'd take the little Ozempic. I thought they had what was a moment. Bill and Dwight shook hands. And I was intrigued, like, okay, could they possibly be aligned? Tulsa and KC be aligned to kind of press New York a little bit? But then, come to find out, this dude Bill is still just salty because basically Dwight called the shots, right? He made the terms, he owned the meeting, but he's the OG. So this dude is gonna backdoor his deal, right? He says, like, man, no, forget that deal. Talking to his homeboy. Last scene of the episode, Tyson's dad is so excited about the car. He about to go to work. He got the keys. Go out to the car. We see the little white car that's kind of been following him a little bit, skirt out. Pop start the car up, hit the start, boom. That's all you hear, boom. Car bomb, mafioso style. And Tyson sitting there screaming, oh, Pops. And that's how I go off. Now, we don't know if Pops is alive or gone. I'm going to say he gone. He better be gone, because that's going to push the plot forward. And that's going to turn Tyson up, because he had just bought him, the Navigator. They placed a bomb. Now, I'm assuming Bill did this. You know what I'm saying? Chicky don't have the foresight or brain power to do no hit that elaborate. Thresher is a brat, right? He not pressed like that. He doing all he doing for a woman, man. He don't care nothing about none of that. Even his partner, like, man, why do we care about this small operation? Basically, because Thresher is sucker. So it had to be Bill. So we're going to get the war when it didn't even have to be this way. Bill, come on, Bill. What are we doing here? Let's just get money together. Let's just get money together. You gonna send the car bomb to the Lincoln? And my man Tyson just bought the car for his pops. And surprisingly, his pops took it. I knew that was odd, because his pops never, co-signed him being in the game like this. But I digress, man. Let me know, what did y'all think of the episode? Was this the best episode of the season? And give me your overall thoughts. If this is your first time coming across the page, lock into the real. You know the deal. Like, subscribe. You already know the vibe. It's the TVC press tour. And I'm about to slide, man. Peace. Heavy press. TVC.
Lost without you. The big review. Go like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Lost without you. It's the big review.
You better duck, Brillo shooting again.
Grab your